Right. We have to examine that stark structural division they draw between the invisible world and the visible world.
And finally, we have to look at this mysterious subquantum realm where, according to the speaker, all of this astonishing machinery is actively operating.
Okay, let's unpack this starting premise first,
Yeah.
because, I mean, the ambition here is just off the charts.
Yeah, it really is.
The speaker claims to have mapped the entire process from consciousness to human rods and cone cells to explain exactly how 3D vision manifests.
Right.
And explicitly state that this knowledge is entirely unavailable to, quote, modern best geniuses or scientists.
Yeah, they don't hold back on that point.
They don't. And I struggle to see how they can claim modern science has just missed this. I mean, we have literal electron microscope images of rods and cones reacting to photons.
You do? Yeah.
We know exactly how light enters the cornea, hits the retina, causes a physical shape change in a molecule, I think it's called rhodopsin.
Rhodopsin, yeah, that's correct.
Right. And it triggers an electrical action potential straight down the optic nerve. We have mapped the visual cortex. So why is the speaker framing this as a massive blind spot? Are they simply redefining the starting point of vision by beginning with the abstract concept of consciousness rather than like a physical photon of light?
Well, yeah, they are absolutely redefining the starting point, but they're doing it by exploiting a genuine philosophical blind spot in modern science.
Okay, how so?
So science has mapped the physical reaction, yes. Like you said, we can trace the electrical impulse from the retina to the back of the brain perfectly.
Right.
But the speaker is pointing directly at what philosophers actually call the hard problem of consciousness.
The hard problem.
Right? Mapping a biological reaction does not explain how, wet electrical tissue generates the actual subjective experience of seeing the color red.
Oh, I see.
Modern science explains the mechanics of the wiring, sure, but it still really struggles to explain the picture on the internal television, so to speak.
That makes sense.
The speaker is using that massive philosophical gap to insert a completely new physical theory.
So they're essentially arguing that looking at the physical eye to understand vision is kind of like looking at a computer monitor to understand a software program.
Exactly. Traditional science is entirely bottom-up. It starts with the tangible physical particle, the photon, and traces its impact.
Right, right.
But the speaker is proposing a complete top-down paradigm shift. By explicitly starting at consciousness and ending at the rods and cone cells, they're attempting to bridge that ultimate gap.
Wow.
They're drawing a straight line from the intangible realm of the mind directly into the biological hardware of the eye.
So in their view, scientists are staring at the end of the assembly line and are just like arrogant enough to think they understand the whole factory.
That's a great way to put it, yeah.
But the speaker doesn't just leave this as a vague philosophical critique, which is interesting. They get incredibly specific about the structure of this factory.
They do.
According to the excerpt, they have taken this massive universe-spanning process from pure consciousness to physical reality and divided it into exactly 5 steps for what they call simplification.
Yeah, and that word choice, simplification, it tells you everything about how the speaker views the complexity of their own theory.
Right.
It implies a system of staggering proportions that they've graciously distilled into this neat little 5-part framework for the rest of us.